Alright guys, welcome back to episode 2 of GRUD Confidential. Today we're going to be talking about how to make money. We're both going to understand on how to actually make money. So now we understand what money is. So now we're going to figure out how to actually make money. Alright, okay. So I've got my notes. Oh, I'm excited. Alright, now episode 2, how to make money. Basically, we need to solve a problem, right? Money comes from problem solving. The bigger the problem, the more money you get paid. There are different levels of leverage. Okay, one, we understand time for money, so your job. So let's write that down. Time for time for dosh. Okay, so you're spending out your time working hourly rate, blah blah blah, earning minimum, whatever you're fucking earning. But we all know that's not. We can do that, right? We can do that forever, live happy, whatever. But if we want more money, we can't do that. Why? Because in the last episode we learned about inflation and the fiat, whatever the fuck that was, fiat currency. Okay, so us working our asses off for nothing, money is just printed nothing. Whatever. So we're working away for nothing, right? Whatever. And we're capped with that, we're capped with our time, energy, blah blah. So we need to be making money when we sleep, right? Trade time for income. Skill for money. So skills, if you have a skill, trades, doctor. I don't know how to spell doctor. Okay, consulting, coding, whatever. Alright. So you got a solution, you got a skill, and you're using that skill to make money. Okay. Service for money. So these are marketing agencies, cleaning, coaching, tutoring. Product for money. Product for money, clothing brand, digital products, reselling, anything product. Blah, blah, blah. Attention for money. Now this one's a good one. So YouTube, social media, personal brand, affiliate marketing, etc. Systems for money, software, SaaS, software as a service, online businesses, subscription-based services, automated stores, etc. And then money for money. Money for money, investing, real estate, stocks, crypto. Okay, let's start with money. Money for money. Okay. Now, to invest, right? All right, let's go real estate because everyone has a house, blah blah. When you have real estate, okay, you have 1.5 mil in a house. Let's say, for example, you're still spending, as explained in that last video, you're getting a loan from the bank that they print out from boom, to then give you a loan for you to work your hours, plus interest, plus you're getting taxed on that for 30 years. To have that, right? Now, who's waiting 30 years to pay that off just to use that as an asset? I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. I'm trying to live my life. So that's off the fucking banks. Okay? If I wait 30 years to pay that off, maybe I can use that as an investment. You can buy properties. You got to look at it as a business, I say. In my head, from what I understand, you got to look at it as a business. You can't live if you're trying to make money, you can't live in the real estate you buy. You have to just rent it out and figure it out that way. I haven't looked into it too much, but that's what I understand, right? So if you want to make money, you shouldn't be living in this real estate that you buy, that you're paying off for 30 years. You should not live in that. You should get your mortgage, rent it out, get someone else to pay for it. And then you use your equity, blah, 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 blah. But that takes time, right? We need money now, ASAP. Okay. Crypto and stocks, same thing. Crypto, stocks, whatever. I think most investing, you need capital. Like, let's say crypto, but you have $1,000, $100, 10 grand. Okay, it goes up 1 or 2%. It goes up a bull run every whatever. You gotta know. You gotta stay focused and know and study what those bull runs are gonna do, and then perfectly time and forget the bull runs. So the time it takes you to learn all the crypto for one pump and dump. I don't say it. And then it's like, let's say stocks. You need money to make money. If you invest in stocks and you got a return of 7%, I think it's 7% a year. 7%. If you have 1 mil, 7%. I don't calculate that. But let's calculate that mathematics. I don't need a calculator. I'm getting a fuck shit. Except my phone is there. So I got another phone. I was on the track, 70,000. I was on the track. So if you get 70,000 a year, that's still not enough to. Okay, 7 grand a year. If you take it out plus tax, maybe you can live off that as a normal person if you have $1 million in stock. But you need more than that. Let's say 10 mil to then get 700,000 a year. Now you live in luxury. So you need money and patience, which we don't have. Fucking, it's hard enough to live. Okay, so what's next? Systems for money. You still got to build a system, like an online business, software subscription. I ain't doing that. That ain't easy. Attention for money. If you have attention, it's a good one. That's what I'm saying. If you want to make money, you need to solve a problem. And then you need attention. They're the two things you need to make money. This is what I'm saying. You solve a problem. My knee hurts now, so let's use that. Someone's knee's hurt. You got a product to fix the knee from hurting. Okay, so you got an amazing product or service. You got an amazing product or service, but if no one knows about it, you ain't selling it. Okay? But if you have attention, but you don't have a product, you ain't making any money. You can have a social media following or get attention, but if you're not marketing your good product or service, you ain't making any money, alright? So we both need a problem, to solve a problem, service or product, and then we need attention. Okay? But attention for money, YouTube, social media, personal branding. That's a good one. A very good one. Easy, low startup, but there's a lot of competition out there. But you know what? It's all about the hustle. So, product for money. Okay, product for money is good. This is probably attention for me. Maybe, hopefully, inshallah, one day, get bigger, sell a course. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, but at the moment, it's just me and me watching. So, okay. Product for money. E-commerce. E-commerce is. I've made a bit of money in this. Because I know a bit more about this, let's go deep into it. Okay. Each product for money, you need money upfront cost to make the product. Okay. Let's say e-commerce. E-commerce. Okay, what we can do with e-commerce, which I have done. Okay, I'm doing this currently. Okay, find a product. You find a product, cheap. Find a product cheap. You make a website. All you gotta do is find social proof. Find social proof for a product that's actually selling. Okay. Another company. So a lot of people when they want to start, I've done this before too. You want to start something fresh. So invent the wheel. You never want to invent the wheel. You're not Facebook. You're not Amazon. You're not blah blah blah. You need to find something. Why would you change the wheel when you could find something that already works and then not reinvent it, but change it up a bit, copy it. You know what I mean? Just take a piece of the pie. E-commerce. Right, let's get the stats up. How much money does e-com make per year? It's in the billions. I think it's trillions. Going to trillion. Okay, there you go. The global e-commerce industry does over 6 trillion. $6 trillion a year. You just got to get a piece of that pie. You don't have to make another 6 trillion. You just got to get a piece of the pie, right? And you creating a whole new system, starting from scratch, reinvent the wheel. You're competing against Amazon and all the Amazons. Okay? So what we have to do is find a product that's already working and copy and paste, basically. Okay? So you find the product. You can find it for free. You can use softwares, paid softwares, use Google, ChatGPT, whatever. Find winning products. Right? That solve a problem. Solve problem. That are cheap. So you're actually cheap. Why cheap? We're not going fucking AliEx. Well, you can find the product on AliExpress, but we're not going so cheap where it's like full China fucking cheap material. You want good material, good quality product that is cheap. So it is in the impulse buy range and it solves the problem. It's not easy to find in stores and it's already working. You can see people already running ads, Facebook ads, Meta ads that are already working. Alright? So that's how we do this. What else? Make a website. Make a website. Easiest place to make a website is Shopify. They actually have, okay, I said this is minimal fucking cost. Almost for free. I think they have $1 for the first 3 months. You pay $1 for the first 3 months for the subscription, then you pay, I don't know, whatever it is, I can't remember. I think it's like $70 a month or 45 USD, I think. 35 USD a month. But you pay $1. So for $1, for the first month, you can pretty much get all this sorted. You find a product, make a website. It's easy to make a YouTube, boom, 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 boom. Make the website, and then now we get the product. We make ads. Use Canva, ChatGPT. I don't know. Now we run ads. We have to find the competitors' ads, and then duplicate it. Duplicate ads. Okay. Don't copy your word for word exactly. Word for word you fucking can, honestly, because they're using the same punchlines. But make the same ads, but different. Obviously, make it unique to your brand. And then run ads. You can run ads for however much money. The more money you spend, obviously the more money you're gonna learn from sales. Okay. But where a lot of people go wrong, they do all this and then they give up because this product might be shit. This product might not be working. Might not need demand at this point in time. So you can do all this effort and then get nothing out of it. Spend all this money and get nothing out of it. Even though it's low cost, except for the ads, you can still do ads. You can still do ads. That's paid, obviously. You can do organic. But more effort. You're going to need to put more effort into your videos to then post on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, to then view at a higher, whatever, get more views. This is like paid ads puts the ads in front of people looking for that product. This, people got to like come across it. But I made a bit of money on that. So I know that works. What's next? Product for money, service for money. Service for money is good. Service for money is good. Okay. What I've dabbled in a little bit is service for money, marketing agency. Alright. Where I failed a lot of this, right? I built the systems. So I spent so much time building the systems to get it perfect and then outreached. I spent so much money, so much time doing all that, and it didn't get nowhere. Okay? But this is where you improve in life. If you want to improve, you always got to self-reflect and be honest with yourself. What did you do wrong? Alright? And this, skip part of agency. I built all this system, done all the outreach, but I didn't even have a client yet. So I had a client, didn't have a client yet to pay for all these systems. So I was just paying them out of my pocket. So, to do this again, what I need to do, okay? Build systems, but know how to build them, not just build them and think. You can build systems for free, you can build systems for money. Build them for free, know what you're doing, get your outreach, just go full basic, find the client. Once you find the client, then you can pay for more difficult systems. But unless you have a client, you're not making any money. Okay? And what these systems were, they were AI systems. AI automated systems. Why AI? Okay. You need... AI is a new wave, okay? Just like when the internet, when people need a website. AI is a new wave. So just like crypto or like basically internet, bro. You got to be first to get in, alright? Now, every single person knows what AI is, but businesses don't know how to implement that into their company, right? So what you do, solve a problem. Oh, this is hectic. You got the problem. So this is how you average. Okay? But everyone automates all this, so it's all robotic and AI. Everyone knows AI. So you want to go do this, personal outreach. Make that more personal. You can get AI to that, but it takes a lot of systems. A lot of money to do this shit. But we can start off basic, right? For free. Go on Google, find companies, go to their website. If they have a website, if they don't have a website, beautiful. Contact them and say, you need a website, blah, 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 all this shit. You got a problem. You figure out what the problem is. They need a website. Their website shit. They need CRM integration. They need AI chatbots. They need social media marketing. They need this, they need that, blah, blah, blah. Do a full analysis on what their problem is. And you have the solution. Okay? You're not selling, when you sell, you don't sell your systems. You sell the problem and the solution. Okay? You can tell them you have the problem, but you have the solution. You need to convince them that you have the solution. And then eventually, because all these motherfuckers get so many emails, I remember calling clients like, I mean, you keep on calling me. It's like, bro, like, it was like the first phone call I've ever made trying to outreach. You can do outreach, alright? And like, you call me, I get these phone calls 1 million times a day. So, because it gets 1 million phone calls a day, you gotta be different. It's all a numbers game. 2, if you have 1,000 and you have 1 out of those 1,000, then make fucking 10,000 calls to get 10. Okay? Outreach. You got email outreach. Actually, I'm not gonna get into outreach. Fuck that shit. I get into that another day. This is how to make money. That's how you make money from an agency. But that's basically anything, okay? Anything. You have a problem. You have a solution. If you have a problem, a solution to anything, you can sell anything. Problem, solution. What problem, what solution do you have? Okay, now go find someone that needs this solution, that has this problem, and sell it to them. Selling to them is a whole fucking different game. But as long as you have a problem and you have a solution for their problem, you find someone that has a problem, you have the solution for that, you can sell them anything. And that's basically what a service funnel is. You have a skill, whatever that skill is, which at this moment, AI, because it's new, no one knows AI, everyone knows AI, actually, everyone knows AI, ChatGPT, but that's all I know. Generate this photo, help me with this writing, blah, blah, blah. But actually integrating ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is the baseline of it, there's that many AI softwares out there integrated into their business to then do the work that they pay for someone else to do for cheaper. And you just gotta look after the AI systems. That's why AI is right now, because AI is booming, and you gotta get first before every company, before everyone takes over and fucking has AI in the systems. That's that. And then we talked about skill for money. That's the basic thing. You have a skill. Actually, okay, let's go deeper into that. Okay, because at the moment here we got you found the problem is someone's thing, and you got the solution for that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, but skill for money. Okay, everyone has skills. Everyone has something unique about them. What is that? Okay, let's go into it. One person's fit, another person's bodybuilder, another person is a professional food eater. Everyone knows how to do something. One's a mechanic. One knows how to work in cars. One knows how to cut grass a specific way. You have a skill. You just got to promote that skill in a problem-solving way. Cutting the grass. If you cut a grass a certain way, you can start a mowing company and promote, not, we cut the best grass. Are you sick of your grass getting cut like this? We cut it like that. You gotta differentiate yourself. Clothing is the same thing. There's that many clothing brands out there that you gotta compete with all of them. What makes you different? Oh, my shirts are cotton. Our sizes fit well. That's what everyone does. Everyone basically does that shit, right? Unless you have a lot of following, you got to work a lot harder to differentiate yourself. So how can we differentiate yourself with clothing? Let's just say bio-friendly, cheap. At the moment, a lot of people offer info for free, right? For free. Free shipping. Buy one, get one free. Here's my free workout plan. But they don't go into the full structure of it, and then you have to pay for a different level of coaching or experience, right? So you can offer something free. Got to differentiate yourself, and solve that. But if you don't have that, clothing, okay, you can. It's still technically solving a problem because someone needs shirts. You always need shirts, right? A shirt always fits someone better. You can make perfect example. Instead of being a general clothing store, you can go specific into kids, old ladies, fat people, gym people. You have to go specific. That way you know what your target audience is. If your target audience is different types of people, it's so much harder to promote to those types of people. For example, let's go back to the agency. If you need a website, instead of going to everyone that needs websites, you go to the people that don't have websites that are in concrete. Smash all those out. then go into carpentry or whatever. Always niche it down into something specific and then work from there. But if you're going from, let's say you want to make websites for people, you go for every niche out there, the broad range is a lot further. Okay. So in conclusion, okay? Fucking been tired. Shit. Okay, in conclusion. Any problem? Solution? To make money. Okay, this is what I've come down to. If you want to make money, make dosh. You need a problem. Find a problem. Get the solution for that problem. Grab attention somehow. Okay? How can I explain this a bit more? Maybe we'll keep it as that. Episode 2, keep it a bit shorter. Episode 1 was long enough. 2, short. How to make money. Need a problem. Find the problem. Make sure you have a solution for that problem and then get attention. And sell the solution to the person with that problem. And that's how you make money. At this point in time, you need attention. And AI, I think. AI to go to people that actually have money. Go to companies that actually have money. And get paid for those AI solutions. Or get paid to help them get attention. They're struggling with getting attention. That you can help them get more attention. You just gotta sell it. Selling's a different fucking game. But this is what I'm saying. Money is nothing. How to make more money. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, awesome. Well, that's it. So what I'm fucking talking about. I'm tired. I gotta do. Episode 3 coming soon. Not sure what I'm gonna talk about yet. Actually, let's brainstorm. I'm talking to you, talking to myself. Let's brainstorm. Okay. How to make money, episode 1. Oh, what is money? How to make money. Fuck. I want to make another. Next video, episode 4, we're going into why you, me, aren't making money. Money or goals? Let's go with goals. Money and goals, episode 3. If what you have to do to actually achieve the goals. Let's do that. There's a little bit. I'm not making more money, achieving my goals. I want to talk about religion, I ain't getting into that. Fucking hell. I'll be here all night. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked it, keep it long. If not, I think for episode 2, I'm keen on episode 3. Yeah, thank you.